we are going to discuss our 3 favorite things about the 3 places that we went to in the Philippines and our 3 least favorite things. Of course, we're going to start with our 3 favorite things. So welcome. If you haven't already liked or subscribed, please do so, and please share it with others who might be traveling to the Philippines. We're hoping this will be helpful to you. And again, this is our personal experience. And obviously, depending on who you are and what you want and what you're looking for, whatever your piece be the journey may be, you will either experience very similar situations or different. So the 3 places we went to and we're covering in this video for the recap of the Philippines. We went to the Boracay and to the island of Bohol, and we went to the island of Palawan. We went to the island of, we went to Bohol, we went to Boracay for the beach. That was our first stop, and we wanted something a little easy and a nice beach because we had just retired and we just wanted, jet lag and all that, somewhere to chill, and that was perfect for that. And then we went to Bohol. I wanted to see the tarsiers and the chocolate hills, and that was a wonderful excursion, and that's why you go there. Not necessarily, we were staying in a Lona beach, and it's a nice beach, but it's not as nice as Boracay and not as nice as this Nakpan that we're at right now. And then the final place we went to is where we're at right now, is Palawan. Albert had always wanted to go to Palawan. He's been talking about it at least for 20 years. And, circumstances or whatever, and the distance and vacation time, we're very fortunate to be here now it was our first stop for retirement. The beach did not disappoint at all. And originally it was Puerto Princesa, but then as I read, 20 years ago, it was a little quieter than it is now. So Nakban seems to be
It was the right choice for us.
Yes,
so,
yeah.
No doubt.
So it was the quiet of probably what Puerto Princesa and El Nido was 20 years ago.
Again, 3 options in this Palawan is Coron, Puerto Princesa, and El Nido.
Coron is, we didn't have the time for it, but Coron is definitely a place that is recommended, and Sargiao now, it's, I'll put the spelling down there, and Sargao, and that seems to be the place now to go to. But we chose these places. We wanted a little bit more of an infrastructure, and given that we're a little bit older, which I think is something important to consider. So now for our 3 favorite and not so favorite things about these islands. I'm going to start with Albert first.
So my 3 favorite are, 1, the beaches, especially in Nakban Beach and Boracay.
Absolutely.
Right?
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the tarsiers. I thought that was really interesting. And 3rd favorite, it's going to be a hard one, but I like the emptiness of Nakban, the isolation, the fact that there's not that many people around, there's not that many people trying to sell you stuff. So it's about 40 minutes out from the main city of El Nido, and it's definitely a lot quieter and more peaceful and truly more enjoyable.
And a beautiful beach,
so
right?
It's a beautiful beach. So, overall, for sure, the beaches. So that's for me. How about you, Letty?
The beaches, and I very much enjoyed the tour. I'm more of a people person, and I did enjoy I enjoyed the tours, the tour that we took. Unfortunately, we got a little bit under the weather, so we weren't able to take tour B, if you see our video on Palawan. And I very much enjoyed meeting all the people that were on the tour. And I've said this before in other videos, that the tour guides and the tour guide was fantastic on that tour. It was, the company was called Discover El Nido, and the people always make my trip for me. Now I'll start with the least favorite. I didn't like the little, they're called knickknacks that were biting us.
You see us do this
every 2 seconds. I didn't like that at all. And my legs are all bitten up, and my arms, and they seem to find an empty place. The other concern, which we were ready for, was the water, and you have to be careful, obviously, and not just here in the Philippines, but when you're traveling abroad. Yes, the water was filtered, and that was very helpful. And my third item that I'm not really a fan of, and this is no matter where we go, are the peddlers that come constantly asking you to buy things. And it's everywhere, and I totally understand they have to make a living, and this is their living. A little difficult with people who were doing it over and over again, and they had just asked us 5 minutes ago. So I was like, okay, you were just here. But yeah, and the crowds for me are always a big thing. There's a lot of people, so I do like the quiet. That was a plus, but we chose that, and that's something to consider when you're traveling to the Philippines. We, in planning, made a point to find places that were suited to our needs and what we were looking for, which is something you do when you travel, and I'm sure you do as well. And Albert, your 3 least favorite?
So 3 least favorite, the bugs for sure. Okay, and also the congestion, the chaos of the cities, and that translates also into the vendors. Always trying to get you to buy stuff and offer you things and jewelry and tours and whatever. Not as bad as, Egypt, also pretty common in Mexico. I mean, it's not something that's just to the Philippines, but it is annoying after a while. The heat is up there, right? The heat and the bugs.
Yeah.
You're always wet. It's always muggy, but it's okay. I hate the cold. So just a miserable guy, I guess. But the heat sometimes gets to you. And
unless you're in the water, and that's why you come. Yeah.
Right. Because if it's cold, then you can't go in the water. So I'd rather it be a little hot and go in the water. So, but just, if you're extra white and really prone to heat, it might be a problem. But, we're tropical. It's okay. But at some point, it's nice to get back in the air conditioning. So thanks for coming along on this great trip to the Philippines. Hope you enjoyed it.
I'm so glad we came. Yeah, I'm so
awesome.
glad.
Definitely my live list, and it did not disappoint. So hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Pass it on. Come along with us. We're off next to Borneo, in Malaysia, Indonesia after that. But
it's on my live list.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Indonesia after that, and then Australia, your live list, mine. So yeah.
Looking forward. Much more to come.
You.
Peace be the journey.
And thanks so much for joining. Yes, we're so glad you're here and coming along with us. Give us a comment below. Love to hear who you are, and suggestions, and something we can bring to you, questions you might have. We're happy, we're open to that. So hope you have a great day, and definitely peace be your journey.